Hello. Hello, Rick. Hello, Wesley. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? Hello, Shannon. Hello, House of Cards Tarot readings. How are you guys doing? Hello, Alyssa. Glad to have you guys on this lazy-ish Sunday. I have been on Hipsy kind of all day, taking text, video, phone calls, things like that, and I have really enjoyed myself. It has been very nice to get to know people one-on-one and have more of like an intimate kind of conversation, you know what I mean? It's been really nice. What's up, Moon Sun? Sorry for the crappiness. Listen, you already know I'm the same way, so it doesn't matter. Thank you for coming in. Everyone go subscribe to Moon Sun, please. What's up, Pankage? I hope I said that right. Yeah, it's been really nice on Hipsy. I've enjoyed myself. I have had so much fun taking those calls. What's up, Complexity? Hello, Tom is here. Oh, hi, Tom. It's so nice to see you. I hope you're doing awesome. So yeah, for those of you guys that know or don't know or whatever, on Hipsy now, I'm one of the creators that does the pay per minute service, right? So you get to do like a video call or a text message, or you get to do a voice call or whatever with me, right? And I love that they're doing this. It's such a cool addition. And it really has allowed me to be able to like do my writing. Cause like while I'm on calls, right? While I'm on this call shift with Hipsy and waiting for calls to come in and stuff, like I'm working on other things. I'm very productive with my creativity and writing my book and then also getting to know clients like that on such an intimate level is so interesting. But I have just loved that. So shout out to the people that have come. But yeah, I have pretty much just been creative and doing tarot all day. And I have made a huge dent in my poetry book, which I'm also so excited about. I'm not doing my usual like bright light, big camera thing. I'm literally just using the camera that is built into my laptop today because I usually don't go live on Sundays, and I don't like to go live on Sundays. That's usually like my reset days, but I'm obviously not going to be going live on Tuesday because that's Christmas Eve. So I'm going to be spending it with my family. So I decided that I would go ahead and make up for it here on Sunday. Okay, so here we are. But we are going to be doing all signs. So this is only the positive stuff, guys. So I figure around the holidays, it might be nice to just look at the positive stuff and see what you guys have coming your way for 2025. And also if you guys want to book a super chat, of course, you are always welcome to do so. You can do so right here in the YouTube app. Okay. So and what else? The Art of Standing Still in a Spinning World 8. Aw, thank you for reading that, Complexity. I love you. Thank you so much. Aw, Monica, you're so welcome, of course. Nice to see you too, Violetta. Went to a potluck dinner. Ooh, what was your favorite thing that you ate? Mini concert and a tango milonga. I'm too white to pronounce it. Mini concert and a milonga last night. It was fun. Even danced decently. Oh, I'm sure you dance beautifully. What's up, Pinky? Don't sell yourself short. Wanted to comment on Substack, but the login thing is so tricky. Only managed to read it. Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry, baby. I don't know why it does that. What's up, Kim's Tarot? How are you? Listening while I'm cooking? All right. Yeah, if you guys want to check out my new article that I wrote on wheredeadflowersbloom.com, that's where you can go. You can find that link in the description box. So yeah, guys, let's look at some positivity. Let's see only the good stuff that we have coming. So please keep in mind that even if you guys see a reversal card and it's like, oh my God, it looks so bad, right? It doesn't matter because this stuff is only the good stuff. So you guys know that I know what I'm doing, so it's not a big deal. All right, I know how to interpret it. And yeah, as always, if you guys want to book a personal, you can also do that at violettaalexis.com. What's up, Dark Matter? How are you? Some of us need to recover from humbug day yesterday. What was yesterday? Was it bad? Oh no. You guys want to see the cover of my poetry book? I'm on 40 pages now. 40 pages, going strong. 40 pages in the book, baby. I'm going to show you guys the cover. Only the people that are here on a little cozy Sunday with me get the preview for the people that care about my writing. But let me show it to you. It's so cute. Ready? Ah, it's mirrored, but it says the girl at the bottom of the ocean. Damn, it's mirrored. I didn't even think about that. My freaking video's mirrored. But it's so cute. I don't know if you guys see it. Anyway, it says the girl at the bottom of the ocean, but my camera's mirrored, so that's why it looks like that. But that is the cover of it. I'm so excited. Monica, thank you so much. And Natalia, thank you guys so much. You're the bestest. Thanks, babe. Yeah, there's some really cool imagery that I have in here. I'm just so excited for it. Oh my God. Then you can see like, here's the little intro page with the bunny, the stuffed animal, pink bunny drowning in the ocean. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Aw, thanks, Jody. So yeah, I'm really excited. So, yeah, and if you guys want to check out my visual poetry, you can do so. Just look at my channel, Where Dead Flowers Bloom. You can find that also in the description box below. What's up, Boombastic? Oh, thank you, Moon Sun. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just need to shut up and write. You know what I mean? I really figured like that is truly just the. I feel like I'm really hard on myself too because I'll write it and I'll be like, oh, this is crap, right? And then I'll give myself a week and I'll go back and read it and I'm like, this is really good. Sixth house stellium, my own worst critic. It captures the tone, right? Anyway, I don't want to spoil. I don't want to like ruin all the imagery and show you guys everything, but I was really excited to share that with you guys. All right, so Kinez, play Ethel Kane. I don't know if Kinez is in here yet. Okay, let me see. Let me put on my little playlist. You know, I gotta do it. Did you guys ever see that bird gizmo? Oh my God. 10 out of 10. Like, that guy needs to do weddings or funerals. I'd like for him to do my funeral, you know, add a little bit of laughter in there. Okay, here we go. Ooh, not too loud. All right. Kinez, yes. Saw her video and you were right. Artist, right? Yeah. I was like, what? I'm glad you went to go check it out. I mean, people are who they are, you know. And I mean, you know, she has a Scorpio rising Aquarius moon. Like, you know, I think she's also an Aries sun. I think she's an Aries sun. I'm pretty sure. But hey, you know, teach their own. I do love her to pieces, though. You are ready to show your cover of poetry book. YouTube posted a commercial. Oh no, really? Here, I'll show you again, Tom. Here. I'm sorry. And sorry, you guys. It's freaking, you know what? Let me do it like this. Here we go. Wee, 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 wee. Sorry about that. All right. 1 second. I got you. I got you, buddy. Nope, didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right. Here you go, Tom. Shannon, thank you so much for the 3rd super chat of the evening. This is the cover to my poetry book. I don't know if you can see. There you go. Yeah. And then the other one that I showed was it was like the, you know, like the welcome page or whatever. Here. Sorry, I don't want Dave to miss it. Dave. Who the fuck is Dave? I mean, Tom. What was that? All right. Here you go. And this is like the little, like when you open it and it's going to be a blank page and then you open it again. And this is the, okay. So that is it. YouTube has been showing ads during lives. I have it on moderate. I only have it on moderate. Should I lessen it for the next live? I'm sorry, you guys. Hey, Dave. Okay, guys, let's do this. All right, let me make sure my top camera is working here. All righty. You gotta go somewhere, buddy. I hate that cord, but we're just gonna have to leave it. I don't want to mess with it. All right, cool. Was your new Dead Flowers post in your newsletter? On Where Dead Flowers Bloom? Yeah, that wasn't poetry or anything. It was just like a little like article thing that I kind of wrote. You know, my stuff is like journal entries. I wish my name was David. You're so funny. But yeah, definitely check it out. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look. What's up, Codis? Nice to see you. Let's go ahead and take a look at Aries first. Aries, let's see the good stuff. Sorry, hangnail. Am I right, guys? All right, let's see. Aries. All right, Aries, let's see what's improving for you in 2025. The 5 of Swords. So I want to say, like, with this, any kind of mind games that have been going on, if you feel like you have been busting your ass, or if you have felt the need to, like, you know, like, how do I explain this? You ever seen House of Cards or like Game of Thrones? You know what I mean? If you have felt like it has been like that in your life where it's just been you battling people, battling yourself, feeling like it's a fight to the top and you're not getting anywhere, or feeling like people have needed to use underhanded tactics in order to beat you, or you have felt the need or question, do I need to do that in order to get ahead? I think that something about that in your life is changing. So I think any like mental gymnastics that maybe you've been going through in some kind of way is going to change. And I think overall with that Hermit in reverse, it's likely going to change your mind frame about yourself, about how you see yourself, around your sense of self-awareness, and it's going to bring you back to center and be like, I don't need to be that person, or I don't need to be around those kinds of people, or I don't need to put myself in that competitive state in order to get ahead, you know? I feel like there are some people that you've seen or that you are seeing in 2025 2025 2025, guys. 2025, where you kind of feel like they're skipping steps, or they're cutting themselves off at the knees to get ahead, or cutting other people off, you know what I mean, or down in order to get ahead. And I think that you're releasing yourself of that energy, especially if you've been involved in any way, or even if you've been the culprit, or if you've been the victim of these kinds of people. Thank you so much, Nicole Ashley. And so I feel like with that Hermit in reverse, this is more so about you releasing that feeling, or releasing people that are like that. 3 of Swords, yeah. I feel like And there's something about it that has been very wounding for you in regards to who you are as a person. And I think that that tension is finally being relieved for you. A lot of you, if you felt the need to isolate or, cut a lot of people off or something like that, or especially if you've been isolating in 2024, I think this is a time where you're going to kind of come out of that. Okay. Now, I do want to say, right, Saturn is going to be going into your sign as well, Neptune. So this is going to be really interesting. I think that we're probably going to see a lot with Saturn and Aries. I think we're going to see a lot of because Saturn, I think, would do well, right? Just because Mars is exalted in Capricorn and Saturn rules Capricorn. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's gonna do well. It's going to kind of, I don't want to say lessen, but there's going to be more of a structured way that you're going to go about things this year, as opposed to just, like a wild, unhinged Sagittarius or a wild, unhinged Aries, right? Where you're just swinging a blunt axe around trying to get stuff done. I feel like there's going to be a more methodical approach and the right approach. So that way you can build something that's even if it's like your body, maybe before you were taking like diet pills or something, and now you're actually finding the right diet that works for you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and you're building muscle or whatever. I'm not saying that's what it is. We have the moon, we have the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're delving a lot into your creativity this year. I think that you may find that you have a lot more options than you realize were available to you. And that's going to help you kind of let go or be able to channel some kind of anger or frustration that you have, particularly surrounding this energy. And maybe you're going to release something out into the open or something like that as well. For those of you specifically that have had any kind of addictions, whether it's drug addictions, social media addictions, sex addictions, porn addictions, whatever it is, I see you letting go of that as well. Why didn't I frickin' shuffle these? Damn it. Be wise. Nice to see you. Thank you. I have like the biggest, I have Aries in my 12th house, but if we're looking at Placidus, I have Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, right? I have a squished Aries in there. Um, but I have such a big 12th and 6th house. It's like once a freaking planet or a point goes in there, like it takes freaking forever to lead. Everyone's like, or leave, excuse me. Everyone's like, oh, the North Node is going into Pisces. Woohoo. And I'm like, they're like Taurus rising, it's going to be in your 11th house. I'm like, yeah, bitch, by the end of like by like September maybe of 2025, because that damn 12th house of mine is so freaking big. Ugh, God. I can't think of a worst house to have big except maybe the 8th. Not my thing. All right, let's get you some advice, Aries. Yes, intercepted. I always forget what that is called for some reason. Yes. And my North Node is there. All right, last shuffle. All right, Aries, let's get you an advice. Yeah, me too, Pinky. Hate it. All right, Aries. Damn, it's hot as hell in here. House 11. So remember when I said, like, if you've been isolated for a while, or you've been kind of doing your own thing or not wanting to surround yourself with people, I feel like this is going to be the year where that changes for you. I feel like a lot of this, like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's going to be moments where you need to spend alone, and I think that everybody needs to do that in order to recharge. But I think more than anything, you're going to start to really stabilize your bigger aspirations and goals. And I think it's going to be a lot about, don't get me wrong, it's about what you know, but I think a lot of it is going to be about who you know and whom you connect with in order to achieve those dreams. So thank you so much, Aries. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. It is so hot. It's literally 20 degrees outside and I'm turning on the freaking AC. Okay. No, I'm not going through menopause. Okay. I'm 38. It's so damn hot, girl. All right. This cardigan is so comfy. It goes nearly down to my ankles. It's great. Not that there's anything wrong with menopause. I was watching a really cool thing about menopause today. Oh my God, it was so for my ladies. It's saying that there's only 3 species where menopause is a thing. And they were saying something about, I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to annihilate it. It was something about how something in regards to women, like the men usually don't live longer. And they said that even with women, when it comes to like they're not able to have babies anymore, there's something about Mother Nature kind of forcing them into this menopausal state because it's something about knowledge that they need to pass down to grandchildren or something like that. Anyway, I was watching a scientist talk about it and it was, I wish I could be like, oh yeah, I was reading an article, bitch. No, I was watching a scientist like give this little lecture and it was, I saved it. So I'm going to see if I can put it on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see it, but it was really freaking cool. Anyway, what's up, Islay? Tell me how comfy that sweater is again. Goodness. Wait, what'd Pinky say? What's up, Lori? I don't even know if I said hi to Lori. All right, let's go ahead and do Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see what you have to look forward to in 2025. The 8 of Wands in reverse. If any trips have been delayed, if any higher education, publishing, any kind of communications that needed to go forward, I feel like this is probably going to be a time where blockages are removed. Now, please remember that this is only the positive. So even if you see negative cards, I'm only channeling the positive energy for you in 2025. So please keep that in mind. And then we have the King of Wands in reverse. So for some of you, if you are not a masculine energy and you are a feminine energy and you've had a masculine energy around you that has kind of been like harsh in your mellow a little bit, or somebody who's kind of been a stick in the mud, or somebody who's even, or who you feel is even blocking you from some kind of level of success, or maybe you feel like they're holding you back in some way, I feel like this person will probably be removed or they're probably going to have a big wake up call. For others of you, if you are a masculine energy, it can be saying that if you've been lacking in confidence, or you've been wanting to become an entrepreneur, or you've been having pride issues, or you've been feeling like you're not a great leader or something like that, whatever has been going on to make you feel those insecurities or to make you feel that way, I feel like it's going to be removed. 10 of Swords, I feel like it's going to be removed. I feel like this is an energy of there's nowhere to go but up. So I think this is probably a time where whatever blockages that are being removed are most likely going to be removed by you through external forces. So something is likely going to trigger this in you where you're like, fuck it, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to evolve, or I'm going to finally start this business, or I'm going to go after the guy or the girl or whatever the thing is. And you have to think, right? Traditional Rider-Waite tarot, you see the 10 of Swords and the guy is laying face down like in the dirt or whatever, and he's got 10 swords in his back. It's like, damn, how many swords do you need to kill a person? Not 10, right? It's like an overkill. It's an overdue. So I feel like it's probably something that you've been dealing with for a while, especially in regards to betrayal, endings, mental health issues, even self-sabotaging behaviors, really. But if you look at the guy and the 10 of Swords, he has his hand going like this. And it's supposed to be like a omen of good luck, basically. So I kind of want to say like fortune after. Alrighty. Are we good? Can you guys see me okay? It just like completely crapped the bed. It only does this when I'm live. Yeah. Did it not do that for you guys? Okay, so sorry, I don't know what that was. It just completely like the internet just crapped the bed for me. Was I good for you guys? That was really weird. Okay, I want to make sure everybody can hear me, see me, all that good stuff. The internet just crapped the bed for me. What happened? Like all of a sudden the whole page was just gone and I was like, "Hello?" Nothing happened. What's your arm tattoo? It's Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Okay. Okay, well that was weird. I don't know what happened. So anyway, moving on. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's see what else, Taurus. The Two of Swords. If you've been stuck between two paths, two people, or if you've been blinding yourself to a situation with that Two of Swords, that's going to change. I think that you're going to stop avoiding something. And I think that if you have been avoiding removing the thing that has been keeping you from living out your life of peace, like if that's what you're looking for in 2025, Taurus, if that's what you've been looking for, if you've been feeling like you've been brought into a lot of chaos, brought yourself into a lot of chaos, I feel like this is probably a time where you're going to find more peace in your life and love and creativity, most likely. So if this is about a decision around love, I feel like either A, somebody chooses you, somebody finds you, or you choose somebody else. But I also think that if any kind of creative blocks that you've had in 2024, I feel like those are being removed. It seems like there's something new that you're starting in regards to love or creativity. Maybe you're entering a relationship. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're writing a poetry book like me, right? Let's see. And the star. Ooh, follow your dreams. Ooh, whatever you're doing, whatever you've been procrastinating on or holding off on for a while, the fact that you're finally doing it and then it's turning into the star tells me it's some kind of bigger goal, dream, or aspiration. It's something that you probably wanted for a while that you're getting. Sextile. And what I heard with this is don't say no. You're probably going to have a lot of opportunities this year. Don't say no. Now, I'm not saying don't pick and choose, right? But like try to grapple with as many quality opportunities that you can. Like don't miss out is what I want to say. Cuz I feel like it's going to be something very positive for you if you take it. If you create it. Maybe it's you that needs to create the opportunity. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much, Taurus. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. All right, let's move on to my Geminis. Okay. All right, good. All right, I'm glad that you guys can see and hear me then. But yeah, for Emma, yes, this is Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. That's on the last season. I think it's episode 8 called The Bell or The Bells, where she like F's everything up. But I loved her. She looks so hot on that dragon, killing everyone. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what you have to look forward to in 2025. The Emperor in reverse. So, for my feminine Geminis, if you've been having like a tyrant of a boss, or you've been having a man or just some kind of man in your life that's been really controlling, emasculated, so he has to project onto you, or somebody who's even abusive in some way, well, you're either A, calling the police, or this person may change or you're going to get this person out of your life. The Temperance in reverse, you are probably going to drop this person like a bad habit, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to leave your husband or whatever the hell you got going on. But I feel like you're going to get to a point where you're like, yeah, no, this isn't working for me. Thanks a lot. Bye. Not to be crass, right? Not to be classless, but that's kind of what I feel is going on. For others of you where you are a masculine, death. I think that a way that you've been going about something, like if you've been trying to control everything around you, control people around you, if you've been feeling emasculated yourself, or if you felt like you haven't really been in charge or been able to become the man that you want to be or the masculine that you want to become, I feel like there can be an addiction or something that you've been battling with or some kind of imbalance in your life that you're finally putting an end to. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's that, you know, you have negative male figures around you, and this doesn't have to be you. You can still be a man and this be, a masculine figure around you, right? It could be your father, it could be anybody. So if this isn't you, it could be a masculine figure around you that you're finally dropping. And what that's going to do is that's going to trickle down to the rest of your life. Lee, thank you so much for that super chat question. It's going to trickle down to the rest of your life and you're going to see things start to evolve. It's like when we clear space, other things come in. I remember when I dropped my ex many, many years ago. I dropped my ex and I kept him away because we kept coming back. And it was like a month after I finally was like, good riddance, right? And I got monetized on YouTube, and then like all of these other doors started opening for me. So I'm kind of wondering if something is going on like that. But there's something that's been throwing you off kilter or throwing you off balance in your life. And I feel like this is a time where that finally changes. But I do think it's going to be something external from you that you can't control that makes you give up control. But you're not going to see it in the moment. You're going to be like, oh God, this sucks. But then you're going to watch your life completely change for the better. I assure you. And I think that you're going to evolve with it. 7 of Pentacles. If you've been investing in this is not financial advice, okay? You're responsible for all your own financial decisions. But if you have been investing in something, whether it's a house, maybe it's a person, but there's some kind of financial component here. It looks to me like you've invested into the right person or the right thing because you're getting some kind of return. You're getting something back. And I feel like it's something that you did where you went against the grain or you went against, like, how can I explain this? Like, I feel like whatever this is that you had decided to invest into, it was against other people's advice or other people's wishes. But it was because you kind of took that calculated risk for yourself instead of depending upon other people to tell you what to do. Not saying don't listen to good advice, but there's something specifically here where you don't and it actually works out. Told you. 9 of Cups. So there's some kind of level of fulfillment that it may not please everybody, but honestly, some of the best things that I have done or the happiest I've been is when I've stopped trying to appease everybody, please my parents, do the right thing in somebody else's eyes. And when I just started being like, well, what do I want? Why am I asking everybody else? I feel like that's when you're going to kind of start to come into your own. And there's some kind of wish that you're getting here. Uranus. I heard astrology. For some of you who can be learning astrology. But with that Uranian energy, I feel like something is going to happen suddenly. So like some kind of radical change with whatever this is. Like for instance, if you guys have been wanting to get a better position, for some of you, if you've been wanting to get a better position, something might happen out of nowhere where you actually get it. Where maybe somebody, I hate to say it, right? But somebody may get fired and you actually get the position. Or for some of you, if you've been trying to hold on to control so bad, you're going to break free from that. You're going to break free from that and you are going to be the happiest that you've ever been with that 9 of Cups, in my opinion. So investing a lot into yourself this year, which I really, really like. Thanks a lot, Gemini. If you want to book a super chat reading, you can do so right here on YouTube. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Cancer. Cancer. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, you guys, sorry. I wasn't trying to do like the big camera today. I just wanted to do the low lighting. It's like that camera like screaming down with light on my face. Not my favorite. Definitely not my favorite. All right, Cancer. Let's see. Cancer, let's see the good coming towards you in 2025. Ooh, love it. So for some of you, if you're single, you could certainly meet somebody new. This can be some kind of creative offer coming to you. Do you want to collaborate on this movie? Do you want to collaborate on this story? Do you want to collaborate on this painting? Do you want to sell your art in my art gallery? Maybe something like that. Maybe it's an apology. Maybe you're connecting or reconnecting with your partner in a very sweet, loving, innocent, flirtatious way. The Page of Cups is very innocent. It's a very innocent, sweet, endearing offer or gift. You know, it's something that's sweet, and I feel like that's right up your alley, right, Cancer? Ace of Wands is going to turn into something more passionate. So for those of you that are looking for love, I think it's can be something that starts out really sweet and really innocent and turns into something really steamy, you know, not to be weird. But I feel like for some of you that can be what it is. Now, for others of you, whether you're in a relationship or whether it's a new relationship, I feel like this person is most likely inspiring you. And I feel like you're very inspired by them, which is likely going to motivate you in a creative way or in regards to an intimate way, a sexual way, right? And just in regards to the overall relationship. Queen of Swords. I like it. See, what I really like about this is that there's sense in it. So it's not just like, oh my God, like they said they love me and they love bomb me and like everything's great. And now I'm going to give it up to this person, you know, and like that's all well and good. But I like that the Queen of Swords is here because it tells me that if this is you, you're making very logical decisions. It's like, yes, all of this is here, all of this love and passion and whatever. For instance, if this is creativity, right? You're doing something that's inspiring you, but let's say that you are right, because this is Libran energy, in my opinion. So the Queen of Swords here is Venusian energy. What does Venus do? Well, it will solidify relationships. It enjoys its life, but it can also be about money. So for some of you, you're thinking in logical terms how to take something that you're passionate about and that you love, and you're actually turning it into a business. Or you're taking this sweet, innocent, loving relationship or this renewal of a relationship, and you're like, okay, but does this make sense? How can we make it make sense? How can we, you know, build this together or whatever the thing is? So I like it because it's grounded in realism. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, some kind of opportunity that you feel like you missed out from the past. You just weren't ready yet, or it just wasn't the right time. So I feel like for some of you, it can be coming back to you in some way, something that you were worried about, something that, like, for instance, right? Let's say that you sent one of your paintings into a contest, right, in like October, and you were like, damn, I haven't heard anything back, guess I didn't win that, right? But then like March flies around, it's like you've won the contest, you know what I'm saying? It's something like that. So it was something you were likely, yeah, it was something you were likely beating yourself up about. And I think that your finances are also going to be a lot better. So if you've been in this energy of feeling like you need to prove something, or feeling like you're overspending, or feel like you just can't relax or something like that, I feel like that's going to change for you because of some kind of missed opportunity that likely comes back around and presents itself, and then it's almost like it multiplies in more opportunities. Do you know what I'm saying? House 12 energy. Ooh. Well, House 12 can be about film. You know, it can be about like YouTube videos, making YouTube videos, making, I don't know, independent films, maybe you're acting or something like that. Or House 12 can also be very creative. This can be a writing house where you're doing some writing, or, you know, it's very creative. But this is also about what we're doing on our own time, what we're doing behind the scenes. However, this can also talk about hidden talents that you don't even realize that you have. And people that may have placements in your 12th house, right? Like in synastry, right? They may be able to see this in you, but you may not be able to see it in yourself. So maybe this person, if this is somebody new, they trigger that in you, and then those subconscious talents kind of come out in one way or another. For others of you, it can be maybe something that you were worried about, that you're finally letting go of, or you're finally able to heal. And then after House 12 comes House 1, and the cycle kind of starts all over. But it's an ability to kind of come into your own after this let go of whatever this is, or after this creation of whatever it is you're trying to birth out into the world. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much. And if you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. Also, keep in mind, guys, I do go on Hipsy, and I do a pay per minute feature. So you guys can do a video call with me. You guys can do a voice chat with me. You guys can do a text message with me. That is available on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. Keep that in mind. All right. Let me turn this on. One sec. Okay. All right, let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo, let's see what you have to look forward to in 2025. Six of Wands in reverse. A lot of you, if you feel like you've been overlooked in regards to social media, in regards to people that you feel like should be seeing you for who you are or what it is that you bring to the table, I feel like that's probably where that's going to end. For some of you, if you felt like in 2024 you've had some kind of fall from grace, or something didn't work out for you, or you didn't get noticed for something, or you got noticed for something that you didn't want to get noticed for, you're going to see how that turns around for you. Like, for instance, I have certainly had times where people have, okay, I've been doing social media for like 8 years or something like that, or no, probably 10 years, something like that, full time, right? And sometimes there were people that would like come out and say certain things about me, right, to try to tarnish my name or whatever. And don't get me wrong, like it worked sometimes, but I noticed that a lot of the times it turned around and it worked in my favor in the end. So for some of you, that could be exactly what's happening. Okay. The Knight of Cups in reverse, especially if it was something like in regards to love. So let's, whoa, that was weird. I got really dizzy for a second as soon as I said love, right? So, in regards to love, if you guys feel like you have been overlooked by love partners, or you've been trying to date and like you just can't find somebody, I feel like that's going to turn around as well. If you feel like you've been overlooked by somebody specifically, you're probably going to find later that that was not a loss for you. Like maybe they end up, I don't know, going to prison for 10 years for some heinous crime, or, and obviously that doesn't sound positive, but you're probably like, you ever heard those stories about those girls where they go on these dates and they're like, something just wasn't right, and so I just left or whatever, right? And then like they found out later that this person like killed somebody, some other girl on a date. I'm not like saying anything like that is happening, right? That's obviously a very dramatic Venusian and Scorpio way of explaining things. I'm sorry. But some of you are going to be like, oh, whoo, dodged a bullet on that one. It can be like that for some of you. Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, if you've been feeling disappointed, if you feel, once again, if you've been feeling like people have not been reciprocating your efforts, or if you feel like you're just not good enough or whatever, you're going to come out of that somehow. How are they going to come out of that? The Queen of Cups in reverse. You may end up meeting love in your life for some of you. So let's see what else. The Nine of Wands in reverse. God, why are so many reversals? The Nine of Wands in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse. This to me, once again, feels like a blessing in disguise. I know that that probably doesn't sound super. Sorry about that. That was my best friend. That was a Sagittarius. Maybe you're dealing with one. Um, if you guys have been really fighting for something, like fighting tooth and nail, and it just kept getting delayed or it just wasn't working out, once again, it's going to validate something for you. It's going to validate you were right, or remember that little intuitive hit that you had about this person, you were right, or remember that little, I feel like that's what's going to happen. And then because that thing had been delayed or because it didn't work out, that's when you're actually going to be able to reach your full potential, or at least be on the way to do that, because there was something about whatever this was that you may have wanted that was suppressing that in some way. Okay. So keep that in mind. Cancer. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer, you have Cancer placements. So I feel like for some of you, you can be buying a new home in 2025, or maybe you're going to end up having a child, or maybe something very positive in a mother figure's life is going to happen. Maybe some of you, if you can have children, you may become a mother, or your wife becomes a mother, or something like that. Something about like home and family, something about that is going to turn very positive for you. Okay. I also want to say you're protected. Thank you so much, Leo. I really appreciate it. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. All right, let's move on to Virgo. Thank you, LaDonna. It's nice to see you. What's up, alien trip check? No Santa hat? Ugh, no. I'm not festive like that. I was watching this lady and she was talking about, she's like, oh yeah, like Tauruses are really festive, and they're like, they're always about I don't know. I'm a Taurus rising, Taurus moon, and I am not festive. Like, hardly at all. Like, like the tiniest bit. I'm really not. I'm like, what? No. But maybe she means Taurus sun. I have no idea. So let's move on to Virgo, my sun sign. That's my sun sign. All right, Virgo, let's see. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's see the good coming to you in 2025. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. For some of you, if you've been kind of going with the flow in the year 2024, you've been kind of hanging back, sitting on the bench, not really playing the game, this may be the year where that kind of changes, okay? This is mercurial energy, so maybe there can be something with writing, networking, communicating. Maybe you're building a website for some kind of business. You can't be doing like a podcast or something in regards to mercurial energy, okay? And then we have the Empress in reverse. Some of you, if this is you, if this Empress in reverse is you, if you've been having like feeling a little lackluster, a little self-worth or self-value issues, some self-esteem issues, I feel like that's going to turn around once again, because I feel like you're the one that's going to take the lead, or you're going to stop kind of going with the flow of things and kind of take matters into your own hands. I feel like for some of you, if you're an artist or you're a creative being, I feel like if you have been blocked in some way, or you have been attempting to push something out or launch something or get something out, this is probably going to be the time where that actually happens. The Hierophant in reverse. I kind of want to say like taking no prisoners is what I'm getting. I feel like you are stubbornly in this very Taurian like energy where you're very determined to achieve something, and it's more than likely you're going to do it. For others of you, if you have been in some kind of relationship where you feel like the morals, the values, the spiritual or religious beliefs are completely unaligned, and it's been making you feel like shit, and you've just been kind of like, you know, biting your tongue in some way, I feel like that's probably going to change as well. Okay. So there may be this energy of you kind of breaking out of that. Okay. For others of you, if you have some kind of religious trauma, or somebody's tried to push their beliefs onto you, I feel like that's going to change. You're probably going to start speaking up or saying what's on your mind. For others of you, it can be about an educational matter. So if there's been something that you've been trying to produce or put out there, you may need to educate yourself, or get a course, or buy a course, or study something in order for that thing that you want to be produced to be launched or produced. So I feel like that's going to change as well if you've been looking for something more educational. The Five of Pentacles, if you've been having issues around, once again, self-esteem issues, this is Saturn and Taurus. If you've been having like self-esteem issues, if you've been having self-worth, self-value issues, anything like that, I feel like that's going to change. If you've been having issues around money, if you've been losing money, if you haven't been making enough money, I feel like that's going to change. Yeah, see? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Once again, there's a lot of Taurian energy here. Every card on here is Taurus, except for that Knight of Swords in reverse. So what is Taurus? It's Venusian energy. It's about self-esteem. It's about relationships. It's about money. So something about that is changing for the better for you. And the more more earth energy. So if your job has been feeling a little lackluster, if you feel like you're not being valued at your job, if you feel like the work you've been putting in has just been overlooked and you've been underpaid, that's going to change. How is it going to change? You're going to unstick yourself, basically. So this can be like, you know what? I'm going to finally make a budget. Or you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to get a second job. Or you know what? I'm going to change my job. And then you end up getting like the best job of your dreams, or whatever the case is. House 2, a Taurus house. God. Damn, Virgo. So house 2, it's a Taurian house. That's so creepy. That's so weird. Tarot's so funny to me. So this is about your physical security, right? Your possessions, your material values, your self-worth, your self-esteem, managing your money. What are your priorities? These can also be like your God-given talents, you know? For some of you, you're discovering some kind of talents, or the talents that you put out into the world can actually bring you money in some way. But this to me looks like you're building something, and whatever it is that you're building is not just external from you, but it's also rebuilding or building your self-esteem. Okay. So thank you so much, Virgo. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. All righty. Let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra, let's see the good stuff coming towards you in 2025. The Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race, man. See how that horse is still, right? You look at the Knight of Wands horse, and that Knight of Wands horse looks like he's ready to go to Vegas and do some shots. You know what I mean? The Knight of Pentacles horse is still. And it's because it refuses to make a mistake. It's being very cautious with where it's going and how it's getting there. And I feel like there's something practical that you're working on, and you're perfecting whatever that thing is. And you're slowly but surely taking action towards this endeavor, towards this job, towards this project, towards this lover, whatever it is. But the thing is that you're laying the foundation perfect. There's going to be no cracks. There's going to be no slips. There's going to be no slips. You know what I mean? Um, then we have the King of Cups. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. This is like, this to me, it looks like love. So, I mean, this can be a multitude of things, but I feel like work is going well or money is going well. But if you are a masculine, if there's somebody that you're focused on in 2025, which it looks like there is, even if you don't know anybody right now or you're not interested in somebody right now, I feel like you're going to take action towards said person. But you're doing it in like this emotionally intelligent, very mature, slow and steady, no rush. You know, it's like if you're a man, you're making this person, whether it's a man or a woman, you're making this person feel very comfortable. Like this is a safe energy. And if you're a feminine and you're interested in masculine energy, then I feel like somebody's coming towards you. This type of energy, whether this is you or somebody else, this is the type of energy that opens the door, doesn't rush you into bed, buys the house, make sure all the bills are paid, make sure that your needs and your wants and your desires are listened to, right? It's like the King of Cups. What I love about him is he can hold all your emotions. He can hold them. He can hold it down. And with that Knight of Pentacles there, like backing it, this is like a very mature love. So I really like this. So if things have been bad for you in the financial or the love department, that looks like it's going to change for me. The Page of Pentacles. Mm. Freaking Build-A-Bear over here. I mean, wow. I mean, I really like the fact that two earth energies are here, and they're kind of sandwiching this cup energy. Like it's holding it all together. The foundation of this relationship, the foundation of this, like it's all held together. There can be a new business that you start. For some of you, it can be going to marriage counseling or just counseling in general. Oof, come on. Seriously, Libra? Damn. I wanted it to be me. I wanted it to be me. The Lovers, the Two of Wands, new heights. New heights and a brand new mind. That's what that looks like to me. You're thinking different. And because you're thinking different, you're becoming different and you're doing different. You're doing things that are out of your comfort zone, things that you normally wouldn't do, but they're in a good way. It's you, once again, like I said, coming out of your comfort zone and making decisions that are going to change your life. It's not going to be that monotonous, same stuff anymore. It's going to be different from here on out. Two of Cups in reverse makes me feel like if there's been a disconnect between you and a person, this is a lot about love and business to me, or love and work. So for some of you, if you're like, let's say you're long distance from a person, okay, I feel like this is a time where you can connect that. If you feel like if you've been married and you feel like you and a partner, you and your spouse have been disconnected for a long time, I feel like things can kind of come back together because you're thinking differently. So because you're thinking differently, you're making different decisions of how to go about things. Because it's like, when we keep trying to fix a problem the same way, but that same way never fixes that problem, guess what? Nothing ever changes, right? So I feel like you are thinking different. You're coming up with a different kind of game plan that's going to connect you and another person. Opposition, yeah. The opposition in astrology is like when two planets are opposite of one another, and either one is pushing the other to do something, or they're in disagreement, or they need to come together. And that's what I feel like is happening, is you're coming together with someone in a positive way. Thank you so much, Libra. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so right here on YouTube. Let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Sugar and snaps. Thank you, baby. All right, Scorpio, let's see. Let's see the good coming towards you in 2025. Ooh, brand new adventure. This is exciting. And, it's kind of like well, I don't want to say it's like Libra, because it's definitely different. Libra was doing more of this thing where they were taking their time. They were making sure that it was right. You know what I mean? They were taking these calculated risks. You're just saying fuck it, But I think that it's working for you. So with that full energy, you could be breaking out of a career. You could be breaking out of an old paradigm or an old way that people have seen you for a very long time. And you're like, yeah, that's not really me anymore, or whatever the thing is. So it's like that full energy, regardless of the fear or regardless of what people saying, you're like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this because that's what I want to do. And I want to try something different, or I want to travel across country, or I want to travel across the world, or whatever the case. Aces, so you're very decisive. This is brand new beginnings. You're being very decisive. I also think this really reminds me of Libra a little bit, just in a different way. You're thinking differently. You're thinking differently. You're opening up your mind. You're keeping an open mind about new discoveries or new adventures that you want to take, which is essentially changing the trajectory for your life. And I think that's what you want. So it's like you're cutting through the BS of the what ifs and the should I, could I, would I, oh, I could have been this if I would have done this. No, it's like we're done with that. It's can. I can do this. I am going to do this. So it seems like you're taking a lot of act. Damn, Scorpio. The Queen of Wands. I feel like if anybody tries to stop you from doing the thing that you want to do, I don't think that's going to be pretty for them, just because you are so confident in who you are and who you've become. And it's like one of those things. Um, what is that quote? You don't know the violence it took to become this gentle, or something like that. That's what I'm getting with you. Somebody just sent me that quote today. It's a very famous quote. I don't know who the originator of that was, but and with that Queen of Wands, for some of you, if you're performers, if you're dancers, if you're some kind of showstopper, I feel like that's something that you're probably going to pursue in some way. Okay, if you're a feminine specifically. For others of you, if you're masculine, I feel like you have a feminine energy here who is leading you in the right direction, okay? Like, or even inspiring you in some way. That doesn't mean that you're emasculated. It just means there's a female that you may be very inspired by, a woman that you may be very inspired by here. You're like, you know what? Hell yeah, baby. It doesn't have to be romantic either. Oof. Going out, having fun. For some of you, you're buying a new house or you're moving. somewhere that you're really gonna like. The Four of Wands can also talk about marriage or some kind of engagement or some kind of festive party or something like that that's going to change your perspective. The old things that you've been holding on to that haven't been helping you get anywhere, or, you know, your lack of perspective or your negative perspectives on life. It's like you're letting all of that go. You're changing the way that you're thinking. And either A, you're having a feminine energy here who's inspiring that in you, or you're inspiring that in yourself and potentially inspiring others. Yeah, maybe, something that's held you back in some kind of way. It can't even be a fear here, any kind of delusion, etcetera. You're breaking free from that. This is a lot of breaking free energy, in my opinion. For some of you, you're getting married and having really hot sex. And then we have house 5. Well, house 5 can definitely be about sex, you know? It can be about passion and play and fun and confidence and children and creativity. So maybe that's what's happening, you know? Maybe you're finding a new way to express yourself. And I said I already felt like that's what was going on. I mean, you have to think house 5 is a natural Leo house, right? It's a natural Leo house. So, you know, this can be about you finding your confidence, finding your sense of self-expression, going out there and dating. Maybe you are having a child, you know, maybe you are starting a business, but you're doing something that is going to be very giving for you. It's house 5 can also be like what your heart wants, your heart's desires, you know, your inner child. And I feel like you're going to rediscover that. Thank you so much, Scorpio. I really appreciate it. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. All right. Love it. Oh, thanks, Alyssa. Sagittarius. Mm, yeah, sorry guys. I usually go live on Tuesday, but I wasn't gonna do it on Christmas Eve, so I'm going live on Sunday. I need some chapstick. Hold on. Sure, that was a really sexy way to put on chapstick. Okay. All right, Saggy. Damn it. All right, here we go. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see. Let's see the positive that is coming towards you in 2025. Bam. Whew. Talk about a big decision. This is a big decision. And this is probably something regarding your higher purpose. Something is calling you. And it can be something from the past where it's like you're bringing something back. So could it be a lover? Yeah, sure, maybe. Okay. Whatever it is, it's attached to your higher path, in my opinion. And the judgment card, it doesn't have to be about like bringing a person back from the past. It can be like an old talent, gift, skill, ability, an old project that you're taking off of the shelf that you put on the shelf at some point, like a long time ago, and now it's time to bring it back, right? But whatever it is, you can consider this like God's calling and you're answering the call, essentially. Chariot in reverse, where you've been afraid, where you felt like a coward, where you felt like things were delayed. If you haven't been prioritizing your creativity, the things that feed your soul, the things that bring you a sense of life, the things that put a smile on your face, the things that make you feel emotionally well, emotionally nurtured, emotionally fulfilled, that's going to change now. So I kind of want to say, like, get ready because something's probably going to move at not a snail's pace. It's probably going to move pretty quickly, but it's going to be you that's going to pull the trigger, so to speak. Yeah, something that's been delayed. It feels like something that's you've been delaying for a while, something you've been delaying for a while, something that somebody else has been delaying, something that you put a stop to, something that you felt like you had to sacrifice because I don't know, because of a relationship or because you have kids and a 9 to 5 or whatever. Something is going to take off. So, like if you ditched a specific plan that you had, that you really wanted, something that you were very determined to have in your life, and it was probably very earth-shattering to you, or it could have just been a big disappointment that you felt like you had to put this thing off in some kind of way. But I feel like we're going back to the drawing board a little bit with something, or you're just going back with the original plan, but you're going about it in a different way. The Page of Swords. There can be somebody spying on you, but it may be somebody that you want. Why do I say that? I say that because this is only the positive. Okay. Now, this can be that you're learning something, you're putting something out into social media, maybe you're networking in some way. So, like I said, maybe you are maybe you're learning something, maybe you're learning about business, maybe you're learning about stocks, maybe you're learning about bonds, maybe you are, starting a Twitter page and you start writing on there, and then you meet a lot of people, and it's not about what you know, it's who you know, and things kind of move forward from there. Then you have the sun. So I like this. The sun energy next to the Page of Swords makes me feel like it's something maybe creative, or something that is directly linked to your sense of self expression, that is essentially going to provide you with more confidence in order for you to pursue some kind of educational goal or writing goal, or once again, some kind of self expression. Six of Pentacles. For those of you that have been looking for like support from a father figure with that sun there, I think that you're going to get it. For those of you that have just been looking to get a loan, or this is not financial advice, you're responsible for all your own crap, okay? But if you've been looking to get a loan or been looking for some kind of financial help, I feel like you're probably going to get it, and it's not going to be something that you'll have to pay back. It's almost like a gift. That's what I'm feeling with that. Cardinal energy. So, I feel like you're gonna be the one that's taking the initiative. Do you remember when I said that you're going to, stop the delay because of a decision that you're gonna make, or something like that, or something takes off because you decide that it does? I feel like that's exactly what that is, and I feel like it's because you have this pioneering spirit about you in 2025, or you have this bravery about "You know what? I'm finally gonna do the thing. I'm finally gonna go be a bodybuilder," or, "I'm finally gonna go up there and do spoken word, bitch," you know? So, and then more opportunities come for you because of that, right? So that's what I feel like. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. If you want to book a super chat reading, you can do so right here in the chat box below. Let's go ahead and move on to Capricorns. What's up, Necessary Truths? Okay, Capricorn, let's go ahead and take a look at only the good stuff that is happening for you in 2025. We have the Five of Wands. If you have been conflicted around something or someone for a long time, I feel like you're going to finally make a decision around that. If you've been in some kind of drama or some kind of ego battle with coworkers, with a lover, I feel like that's finally going to begin to alleviate. The Three of Cups, interesting. I want one more for that. The Tower. Wow. So, something that you have been, this feels like an inner conflict, something that you have been battling with on the inside. You kept going back and forth with it in 2024, or you kept fighting with yourself against it. Should I? Do I? Da da. And it's something regarding friends, groups, communities, or it can be something around reconciliation. Is it reconciliation? Reconciliation with a person or with a group of people. But something is making the decision for you because you took too long. Keep in mind, this is only the positive. It doesn't matter if the Ten of Swords dropped out, it's all positive. So it's almost like, how could I explain this? Like, let's say that, I don't know, the one that got away, right? The love of your life, okay? Let's say that you've been thinking about um what the hell? Sorry about that. I just got a call. That was weird. Why are all these people calling hitting me up right now? Sorry. So if like the love of your life or something like that, let's say that let's say that you've been thinking about getting back with them, or you've been thinking about messaging them or texting them or something like that, and you're just like, you know what, I'm just not going to do it. And then you freaking run into them at the grocery store on like a random Wednesday evening. And it's like, well, not conflicted now, or um, let's say that you weren't sure whether or not you wanted to go out to this social group or something, right? This like creative group one night or something like that. And then I don't know, your friend ends up dragging you out and you end up meeting a bunch of creative people anyway. I don't know, that's a really bad example. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like something where you kept being conflicted or indecisive, and I feel like it's just, well, now it's happening because it's meant to. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Good now? What happened? Anna, thank you. Was I glitchy? Was I glitchy or something? Is that why I was getting a call? That might have been why. Aw, Anna, thanks. That was really nice. Are we okay? Did you guys hear everything that I said? Ugh, that's so annoying. Did you guys hear what I said? Okay, I hope so. All right, so the other good stuff, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Wands. The King of Pentacles in reverse. So Four of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles in reverse. If you feel like you've been busting your ass and you've been getting nowhere, or you just felt like you have been taking on too much responsibility and just moving at a snail's pace, I think that that's going to change. Most likely, and this is not financial advice, but most likely it's because you take some kind of financial risk or you drop something in your life that has been some form of added burden, which is essentially freeing up more time for you to either A, make more money, or focus on the things that are good for you. Now, for others of you, if you've been dealing with a masculine energy that has been like making you, like, if you're not a masculine, like if you've been dealing with a masculine energy that has been like making you take on all this responsibility, or somebody who's been using you, staying up at your house, eating all your damn snacks or whatever it is, I feel like that's going to change as well because you're focusing on yourself. You have house one here. House one is hello. House one is an Aries house. Okay. It's ruled by Mars. It's the go getter, it's the leader, it's the one who's brave. And, it's all about individuality, and it's about how you see yourself and how you see the world and your approach to life and your sense of self image. And I feel like that's what you're going to be focusing on. If you guys have been looking for a different perspective around yourself or even your physicality, I feel like you're probably going to get your dream body that you want. Maybe you're going to have some kind of beauty procedure for some of you, or maybe you're going to come into some kind of leadership position as well. That can be it. Thank you so much, Capricorn. I really appreciate it. And if you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here in the chat box below. All right, let me go ahead and take a bathroom break, and then I will be right back, okay? All right, 1 second, guys. Let me just take a bathroom break. Whoops, sorry about that, you guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. Let's see the good stuff coming to you, Aquarius. The Magician in reverse. If you've been doubting your talents, gifts, skills, abilities, if you feel like, you know, maybe you even have the juice, but you feel like your manifestations have been not coming towards you, or you feel like they've been delayed in some way, or you feel like you've been missing something in your life to be able to create the life that you want to lead, I feel like that's going to change as well. So, for instance, right, let's say that you feel like you've been really wanting to do this project, but you need the money, right? Or you want to build this business, but you need the money. Somehow that comes in for you, okay? Or your dream body, right? That comes in for you in some way. Or you have the opportunity, or somebody gifts you a free gym membership, or, you know, 6 sessions with a personal trainer, or something like that. So something is moving positively for you. Damn, why am I okay? Thank you, Top Flight. I appreciate you. Justice in reverse. Yeah, if you feel like, once again, if you feel like you've been missing something that's been keeping your ass out of alignment, right? Or if you feel like you've been missing something where it's been keeping you off track or keeping you off balance, or you feel like you couldn't make the right decisions for yourself because you were too busy taking care of everybody else, or because you felt like that thing was missing, or you had all that self-doubt, something about that is changing. Yeah, if you've been feeling intimidated, if you've been feeling up against a wall, if you feel like you felt like you can't go up against the competition, I feel like that's changing as well. And how is that changing? The 8 of Cups in reverse. Something is coming back into your life, or you're going to stop settling for the things that wouldn't settle for you, essentially, with that 8 of Cups in reverse. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to get back into an alignment. You're going to get back into a routine. You're going to be budgeting better, or you're basically, this is like juggling, and you don't even have to look at the balls. You're just juggling. Nothing. It's like a walk in the park. So if you feel like you haven't been able to handle your life, or you've felt very overwhelmed in one way or another, I feel like that's going to change. I feel like money's probably going to be looking a lot better as well. King of Swords. I feel like you're getting some really good advice from somebody. This doesn't feel like you. It can be. I mean, that is Aquarius, but it feels like somebody else for some reason. For some of you, it can be you. But if this is you, this can be about you making more logical decisions around your practical lifestyle, or around your finances, or you can be getting advice in some way. For some of you, if you've been having some legalities, I feel like you're going to get a kick-ass lawyer, or some kind of lawyer or financial advisor or something, make some kind of moves for you that will help you reach that level of success. Then we have yin energy. So this is making me feel like you barely even have to try for something. I feel like it's just coming to you. That's what I feel like this is. Because this, to me, I'm not really pulling advice. I'm pulling about all the gifts, right? And who needs advice on gifts? I mean, I guess you could, but this is more about like what's coming to you. So I kind of feel like you just need to be patient with something and just allow it to come to you. It doesn't mean that, you know, you shouldn't, like, for instance, if you want your dream body, it's not going to find you sitting on the couch, you know, eating a bag of potato chips, but it's trying to tell you to trust some kind of process and be consistent if that's what you feel like you need to do. Okay. So thank you so much, Aquarius. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. Let's go ahead and shuffle some more cards. Happy holidays, Vanessa. Ooh, a home construction loan. All right, let's do 3 more shuffles. All right. All right, thank you, Aquarius. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at 2025 for you and the good coming to you. The Knight of Wands. If you're looking for love, you might be able to find it, or looking for a creative partner in some kind of way. Other than that, you can just be simply feeling very passionate about life, about yourself, going after the things that put a fire under your ass. If you've been looking for a fire sign to come around, I feel like that can certainly happen during this time. But the Knight of Wands, he's going after what he wants. He's the life of the party, or she is the life of the party. They're not gender specific. So maybe that's what you're kind of becoming, a little bit of a stopper, somebody who's very optimistic, passionate about life, has a zest for life. Ooh, and not only that, maybe some of you guys are traveling. Or it can also be that the thing that you're passionate about, that you really want to accomplish, you're actually accomplishing it this year. So I see you accomplishing something very big. The world is not an easy thing to accomplish. You know, you think about it, it's at the end of the fool's journey. Okay, so the fool is like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this thing," you know, and he's just like, he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's doing, right? And then the world is like, "Damn, I went through the whole major arcana and I got here. I went through the judgment. I went through death. I went through the tower. I went through all of this, right? And I fucking made it." That's where you're at. The Strength. Ooh, and nobody's gonna be able to tell you shit. I just heard "Bitch Better Have My Money" by Rihanna. Strong fire energy here. So some of you may have fire placements or fire friends, or, you know, whatever fire sign coming into your life. But to me, all this is going to do is build your confidence, whatever this thing is. So the thing that you're passionate about, if you've been like, "Oh, I don't know if I can do it," or "I don't know," that's not going to be the attitude you want to bring in 2025. Just do it. Just do it. The Four of Swords in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Keep in mind, guys, it's all positive. Seven of Swords in reverse. If you feel like you've been constantly repeating these cycles in your life where it's all about somebody else or somebody else's needs, or constantly protecting other people, or do you know what I mean by that? Like, for instance, I've had some abusers in my life, and I found myself like having Stockholm syndrome. Like, when people would ask me about, like, I would find myself protecting them or not telling the full truth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're not doing that anymore. Like, you're done protecting people or protecting somebody that's put you in this fucking loop. Put you in this constant loop of, like, trauma or defiance or these karmic crappy cycles that are bad for your mental health. Like, that's done. For some of you, you're finally getting the confession that you feel like you've always needed to move forward. But then it's really gonna be up to you to move forward, and I think that you will, because now it's almost like you feel as though you can put something behind you and you can do it. I'm not saying that this is about an abuser, but it reminds me of the guy I lost my virginity to, who took it from me, uh, unwillingly. I was not willing, and he finally admitted it to me and apologized for it. And of course, he still tries to hit me up and I block him everywhere. Like, what a weirdo, right? But like, I was like, you know what? That I like felt like I needed that. But it was so many years later. But I was just like, I really needed that, you know? I just kind of moved on. But you know, it doesn't have to be that intense, but it's definitely something that has affected your mental health. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, house 10. I told you you're accomplishing something huge. For some of you, it's going to put you in the public eye, or you can acquire some level of fame for some. North Node's in your sign, 2025, baby. Okay. What is it? January 11th or 12th is when the North Node goes into Pisces. So big deal. I'm so excited for you guys. North Node going in my sign was like a huge deal when North Node was in Taurus. North Node going in my rising sign was like, that was a big one. That was a big one. But I do feel like you're going to accomplish something, and it's probably going to change the way people see you. It's going to feel like you have control or structure or dominance over your own life, and you're going to be able to move forward in the way that you really want. Can be something around a father figure as well. Okay. Thank you so much, Pisces. I appreciate it. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here on YouTube. Oh, thanks, Top Flight. I appreciate it. Right, Pinky. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. It was a very, very long time ago. Where is that button? There it is. All right, guys, time to do the super chats. I have my natal north node in Pisces. I'm not looking forward to. Oh, you know what though? I just had my nodal return, and my north node is in the 12th house. It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad, honestly. It really wasn't, you know. Um it just wasn't. It just wasn't that bad. I really learned how to detach, take control of my life, take the lead in my own life, give a little bit less of a fuck, right? I think Venus and Aquarius helped with that as well because, I'm ruled by Venus, but it really wasn't that bad. I spent a lot of time alone, but that's not anything unusual. And I worked on a lot of creative projects and took some classes, and it wasn't bad. What's up, bestie? I'm first house north node. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're Pisces rising. Woo! Oh, thank you, Necessary Truths. Alien says, I guess it's getting colder. It's 22 here right now. I think it's supposed to be 15 for the low. Let me see. It is. Whoops. Damn, in New York, it's 17. Ugh. It's 30 degrees here. 28 to 30 degrees here. I don't like it. I don't mind the cold too much. All right, let's see here. Natalia, does he still love me? Yes. He's probably even still emotionally committed to you in his own brain, to be honest. Yes, I think that you make him very happy. Is he going to ask me to start our 6 of Cups in reverse? I feel like he would need to mature up a little bit to do that. If he does, he would need to get over himself, or he would need to overcome some kind of grudge that he's been holding on to. But it may be that energy of we need to bring up the past in order to move towards the future. So it's really only going to be if he, I don't want to say grows up because that sounds mean, but it's only going to be if he decides to overcome his temporary level of immaturity. You know what I'm saying? Um, all right, Monica. Hi, V. What is going to happen with this guy overseas and the new guy I met? How do each feel about me, and or what should I know? Okay. How does the guy overseas feel about her? Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like he's the Page of Wands and you're the Queen of Pentacles in this scenario. You know? Like, I think he probably feels like you're a little above his pay grade, you know? I think that he views you as a girlfriend or a wife type, somebody who's very nurturing and loving and kind and self-sufficient. And I think he wants to, talk. Page of Wands, though, is just kind of like, hey, you know, it's like we're not feeling super confident, but we're going to reach out anyway. What are the true intentions? Let's see that. King of Pentacles. Damn. Well, if he feels like he's not on your level, he's going to get there. This is the most beautiful thing in the world. A man or a person, I'm just going to say a man, okay? A man that looks at you and is like, "Damn, she's too good for me, but I'm going to be good for her. I'm going to do the work." And actually does it. That's the winner right there. Love this. Love the overseas person. Once they actually do it, okay? Because the intention is there. Doesn't always mean that they follow through with it. So be cautious with that. The new guy, let's see how he feels about you. The Two of Cups. Damn. Damn, what are you doing to these guys? do, do you sell a master class by any chance? Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Is this guy like already madly in love with you, or does he just look at you and like see a future? Oh my God, I could see her in my kitchen naked, making me coffee every day. You know, like what is the thing? He feels very connected to you, like very close to you. You make him very happy. His intention, the King of Cups. Damn. Any way you go, I just don't think you can lose. Like, look, right? I just want to show you real quick. Overseas, how he feels, his intention to match you. Love it. How he feels, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, damn. His intention, the King of Cups, love it. I mean, what am I supposed to tell you as a reader? Like, am I supposed to pick for you? Because I really don't know how I could pick this. It depends on really what you want, I guess. I guess the new guy looks good. I feel like it would be a lot of mushy gushy. I feel like maybe the overseas might become more financially stable, but other than that, damn, baby. Virgo. Okay. So this can be your advice. So this may be telling you to focus on the details. This can also be telling you just to focus on your foundation, building your and establishing your foundation for your life. So your health, your work, your day to day. Are you getting a good night's sleep? Focusing on those things can really keep you grounded. Don't know why it's telling me that for you. Thanks, Monica. Damn. Took all the good cards. Didn't leave none for nobody else. All right, Shannon, what are Robert's future actions towards me? The Fool in reverse with the Strength. He may be holding back a little bit. He may not want to be making any impulsive decisions at this time, although he may feel called to do so. With that Strength energy, there can be some passion here, but once again, he doesn't want to do anything too hasty for some reason. The Nine of Cups, it seems like he's very self-focused or very focused on self, although I will say I think that there's a lot of there's a lot of checks. There's a lot of boxes that you check off for him, but what I will say is he's probably holding back because he seems to be very self-focused or very focused on his own like individual happiness or how he can make himself happy, which is good because that shows that there's an avoidance of codependency. But let's see. Ooh. King of Wands in reverse. Well, the Strength is in the upright, which is Leo, but the King of Wands is in reverse, which is also Leo. Sometimes there can be a little bit of an ego thing with this guy. Like, and you'd be like, oh, yeah, she checks off a lot of my boxes, but like, I don't want to make her think that I'm desperate. Or it can be something stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? So just be cautious with that. I don't like that. Thank you, Shannon. Nicole Ashley, should I sign up and do this stuff? Would it suit me and be beneficial? What happens if she signs up and does this? Would it be beneficial? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You may feel like it's delaying something that you want, or like for instance, it may make you feel like it's holding you back from something else or keeping you from the big picture or something like that. The Moon. Hmm. The Two of Swords in reverse and the Magician in reverse. It's whatever this thing is definitely going to force you to confront your own self-doubts around you, your own personal insecurities, any insecurities you feel like you have around some kind of talent, gift, skill, or ability, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. But I don't like that Wheel of Fortune in reverse because it makes me feel like you may feel like you need to control an outcome or control the way people see you or the way someone sees you. Or you could feel like something isn't moving in the direction that you want it to. With that moon there, it makes me feel like it's bringing up some fears and kind of forcing you to trust yourself. So I don't know if you would view that as good or bad. I mean, if you're down to like face these hard truths or and I don't know what's going to make you do that or who is going to make you do that with whatever this sign up thing is. So it can be good, but you may have to like trust the process. Okay? I'm not going to lie, it may feel very difficult at first. Thank you, Nicole. Be Wise adds, hello, should I give another try with Jacob, Aries, and Taurus? Thank you. Let's see. What happens if they give it another try? Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords in reverse. If you like roller coasters, 10 out of 10. You know, if you like some emotional roller coasters, let me just show you what we have here. So there's the Three of Swords. Okay. There may be some pain, that's going to occur with this. Now, the thing is that pain's going to occur with everyone in your life, even the people that you love the most, your parents, the people that you choose, your friendships. It's just really about who's worth feeling pain for or over. So it's not really the pain that I'm concerned about. I'm just more concerned about like how bad is the pain, you know? Now with that Page of Pentacles, I feel like you'll learn a lot. I feel like you'll learn a lot. And with that Five of Pentacles and that Nine of Swords in reverse, if there's anything that you're going to be learning, it's probably about some kind of abandonment wounds, either that you have or somebody else has. Or between the two of you, there's going to be a constant push pull or ghosting effect or feeling like somebody's abandoning the other person or whatever the case, which may cause some internal insecurities, but it may end up teaching you to be able to get out of your own head about things. Because you also have to think that the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords can talk about your own personal fears that aren't necessarily real in the physical world. They're just things that you've created in your mind. I wish you would have got a full reading on this. Because this seems a little wishy-washy to me, but that's what I have. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends on your perspective, baby. What's Jack's actions towards me? The Judgment, reconciliation, or making some kind of big judgment call around a path to choose, either between people or a path between the two of you. But with that 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it looks like something is not being solidified for the future, or we're not looking to the future in some kind of way. It seems like we're making the decision, we're trying to come up with a game plan, but the 10 of Pentacles in reverse is showing me that there's a lack of longevity because either somebody's too impulsive or because somebody is kind of taking the passive route, which isn't going to get us to where we're going or where we need to be going. So it's like there's a decision to reconcile, or there is a decision to make the decision to go forth with some kind of plan, but then it kind of like a little bit. I'm going to pull you an advice card anyway, because you got 2 10s in the row. Water. This is telling you to listen to your intuition. Focus on a spiritual practice, listen to your intuition, focus on creativity. That may help you in some kind of way. Make sure you're taking care of your emotions as well. Okay. Thank you, Be Wise. I appreciate you. Then we have Lee. Hi, babe. I want to know, how's my boyfriend feeling about me now? He said he doesn't want to break up, and I want to know about, is he still talking to his ex? Are they going to stop? Is he still talking to his ex? No. I asked reverse no, upright yes, and I got the Knight of Cups in reverse. No, I don't think so. How is Lee's boyfriend feeling about them now? Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands makes me feel like he wants to maintain something with you, but he may be feeling a little defensive or like he has to defend himself about something specifically, especially if he feels like you've lost your patience in some kind of way. Or maybe he doesn't want to lose out on the investment that he feels like he has invested into you already, whether that is financially, sexually, just time, whatever it may be, energy, etc. The Four of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse, the Devil. Yeah. This is definitely a mental disaster. Sorry, I heard my cat messing with stuff. This is definitely a little bit of a mental disaster, okay? This guy could feel like he's losing it a little bit. And it could feel like he's in this mind frame of I can just never win, or I'm just never going to win, or something like that. But the devil being here at the end tells me that he's doing it to himself, you know? And I'm not saying it's all him or anything like that, but the devil connected to the Five of Swords in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse, this can be like somebody sabotaging their own behaviors through bad karma or through their toxic attachments or their own toxic mind frames that they have, and they feel like they can't get out of a cycle, but they're only cutting themselves off at the knees. It's only them that is keeping themselves there, but there's a lack of awareness there with that devil because it's not in reverse. The devil in reverse is like, oh, I'm aware that that's a problem. It's almost like he doesn't get it. This can also be an obsession that he has with you, or like some kind of very strong sexual, possibly even unhealthy attraction that he has to you as well. But it makes me feel like, if anything, this is more wrapped around his own mentality and the way that he thinks that is kind of keeping him down or keeping him in this state of mind that he may not even realize. I don't know if he's like in full denial or he just feels like a victim or what it is. Mercury for your advice. Well, talking about mental health, make sure you're taking care of yours, okay? With Mercury there, this can be about, you know, needing to be honest. I'm sure that you have already, or needing to make a very cut and dry decision around something. Excuse me. This is also asking you to really think about what it is that you want to do, about what it is that you really want, about what it is or who it is that you are, or who you want to become, or whatever. And that Mercury energy there is probably asking you, have you spoken too much? How many times have you had to repeat the same thing over again? And what does that tell you? You know, if that's been an issue as well, so it can kind of show up in the other way. Thank you so much, Lee. I appreciate you. LaDonna, who's coming towards me in love in 2025? Eight of Swords, the High Priestess of Everest. Looks like a Pisces. Not really my favorite, you know. This can be like the type of person who thinks that they're stuck in life or thinks that they're a victim, or somebody who refuses to make a decision because they don't like their options, or basically somebody who keeps themselves in their own prison even though the door's open. And the High Priestess in reverse tells me that there's likely somebody who's a bit of a self-sabotager here. It can be somebody as well that has a hard time trusting themselves with making specific decisions. So maybe, for instance, that you meet this person and they're not really sure if they want to be in a relationship, and they're not really sure about how they feel. And even though like their intuition is like, yeah, you know, LaDonna's a really great. And there's like, oh, I don't know, you know, or maybe they have another person, or you know what I mean? So it's like, Eight of Swords can sometimes show up when we have options available to us, but we're just like refusing to choose because we don't like those options. Or, once again, it can be the caged bird that is in the cage, but the door is wide open. It's like, no, no, I have to stay in here. No, you don't. Get out. You know what I mean? Thanks a lot, LaDonna. Sugar and Snaps. Should I get back with S? Has he changed or matured? Let's see. Has he changed or matured? No. The Sun in reverse and the Hermit in reverse tells me that this is somebody who has a complete lack of self-awareness around their own sense of immaturity, ego, and or pride. That's pretty much that simple. Let me see. It's kind of asking you, like, do you really want to be there again? If anything, you're probably going to feel deprioritized. You're probably going to feel like your emotional needs are not being met. You're going to feel like you're fighting a lost cause, and you're going to feel like you're going in circles. So obviously you have to make that decision, but no, I don't think this is a good move. Thanks, Shoga. Anna, what am I supposed to learn from my connection with Jay the Capricorn? It keeps going on in circles and I'm getting nowhere. Just that. Just that. Exactly what you just said is exactly what you need to learn. It's going around in circles and it's not getting anywhere. It takes two to tango, right? It takes two to tango. But even if somebody's trying to tango, they may have two left feet. Okay. And until they learn that, they're probably not going to move forward. Or they could be the type of person that's like, no, I don't have two left feet. You have two left feet, even though you're a great dancer. You see where I'm going with that? So with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it can be like, this probably needs to be chalked up to a missed opportunity. And this is about seeds that you plant aren't always going to grow into big, beautiful willow trees. Sometimes they grow into weeds. And sometimes we have to rip them out from the root before they take over our entire garden. And then the rest of our lives, we are busy pulling out these weeds. Thank you so much, Anna. Top Flight. What do I need to hear right now? Thanks, V. I appreciate it. Sure. Some kind of insecurity that you have is keeping you from some kind of level of happiness. And I don't know what that looks like for you. I don't know. Maybe you are actually a really great looking guy, right? And you're really good looking, but your dad used to tell you that you look like shit when you were younger because he was projecting. And for the rest of your life, you're a swan that grew up thinking that he was an ugly duckling because somebody else actually was, whether that's on the inside or the outside. And now this beautiful swan thinks that he is an ugly duckling when he's not, and I'm not saying it's about your looks, but there's something that is keeping you from actually finding ultimate happiness because of that level of insecurity. Yeah. Eight of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Wands is, in the upright is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going for it. It's Mercury and Sagittarius. If you've ever known a Mercury and Sagittarius, they're going to say whatever they want to say, and that's it. Sometimes for better, for worse, but hey, at least they're not afraid to speak their mind. So maybe it is around something that you want to say. Maybe it's just around something or someone or some kind of event, or who knows, whatever it is, something that you want to pursue, that you want to move forward with, but you feel fear. Or maybe you feel like it's forced or something like that. Well, go where it doesn't feel that way. Now, sometimes you have to understand the difference between forced and resistance. Forced is when you're attempting to fit a square into a star shape. It's not meant to go in there. And guess what? It never will, right? That's like me if I was like, oh, wow, I really want to be a singer. Bitch, where? In Helen Keller's house? No, right? That's a square going into a star. That's forced, okay? Now, resistance is something that we actually may be very good at, or we actually have this talent around, but, well, we're so scared. And even though we feel it in our bones, it's our path. And sometimes that's the scariest thing that we can do because we might just succeed. And then what? Then we have to maintain that, right? Then we feel like we have to live up to something. Queen of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords. There may be somebody around you who has some kind of anger. It looks like a feminine energy, a Queen of Swords in reverse, somebody who's mad at you, somebody who may be emotionally stable, emotionally unstable, or something like that. And maybe saying that you either A, need to cut this person out, or you need to listen better, or you need to communicate more effectively. Only you are really going to know that. Okay. Thank you, Top Flight. Always a pleasure. All right. Shut up, Lori. Let's see. Then we have Mary. Oh, damn it. Why is it doing that? My first date with A went great. What's next? Knight of Wands in reverse. You may feel like he's a little wishy-washy, or you may feel like he needs validation from too many people, or it may feel like he's a little inconsistent. You may feel like it's a little bit of player energy. You may feel like he's just kind of out for himself. Seven of Swords in reverse. You may feel like ooh. I would really be careful with that. I hate to say that because you told me that it went great, so I really hate to say that. But you may feel at some point there comes a time when the text messages might get a little bit less, or you may feel like certain behaviors that you see down the line, maybe 3 months down the line. That's usually when people show their true colors, really start to show up. And, it can be something like he's flirting with other people in front of you. And it may be very like under the surface that you're like, is he doing that? But like you have to question it. And then like your insecurities are kind of coming out to play. The world energy. I want to pull one more for that. What's that world? The Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. Well, the world makes me feel like you guys will essentially close out that cycle. Forgive, forget. There's some kind of forgiveness there. So the world is like Saturnian energy, which is the lesson, right? He's the great teacher. And I feel like that's probably, and it's funny because I wish I would have said it before I put the world down, because I was thinking, I feel like this person is here to teach her about her insecurities, or to push some kind of trigger in order for her to see that it's still there, or that it's there, or whatever the case is. So I feel like if anything, this is going to be a lesson, but in the end, it's going to be an accomplished lesson where you're able to let go of some kind of past issue and you're able to do something with it. Like there's some kind of silver lining. Does that make sense? So I don't know. I don't know. But the more I do that face, the more that my double chin is showing. So, all right, let's see, Zaza. Hey, V, why did Dave go silent all of a sudden? Thanks, love. That must be the Dave that we were talking about earlier in the stream. All right, Zaza. Let's see. Why did he go silent? The Hangman in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Could be a third party situation with that Three of Pentacles in reverse. This can be like an energy where he's not letting go of somebody, but it seems like him and this person are not really getting along. Could it be work? Yeah, it could. Sure. A third party doesn't always have to mean it's love. A third party can mean a father is influencing this person, work is influencing this person, and it could very well be that. But I feel like there's someone or something he's having a hard time letting go of that does not agree with him. But it feels like it's a person. Thank you, Zaza. Wander Tarot. What's up with this new guy, Aaron? Is this something to invest in? Let's see. Two of Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords. Nine of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords. It may feel a little back and forth, okay? It may feel like it's something that you can't handle, or you may feel like he can't handle it in some way. But I like the King of Swords here because I think that all of that will be clarified or cleared up through some kind of very logical and upfront conversation that this person has with you. The Nine of Wands in reverse to the Page of Swords makes me feel like whatever this conversation is kind of has you like taking a back seat for a second or kind of giving in to whatever he's saying. So I asked again because I wanted to be sure. I was like, should she invest in this or not? I got the Emperor. I feel like this person may be on his way to some kind of divine masculine evolution. He may end up being in a position of power in some way. The Emperor is all of the kings combined. He's got it all, right? So it may just be more of not if he's really worth investing into, but are you willing to kind of build with or next to or what have you? Because I feel like it may be something that feels a little wishy-washy for a while, or like, can I really handle this? Or, if there's any juggling scenarios, hopefully not, right? But I feel like this will be somebody who's going to be very straight up with you and somebody who it's going to feel like he puts you in your place, but not in like a bad way. It can be in like a very, kind of a little bit in a sexy way where it kind of has you, dropping your boundaries a little bit. So I don't feel like it's all bad. I feel like the Emperor, it depends on if you like the Emperor archetype. Thank you, Wander Tarot. Playboy Bunny. How's Jonathan feeling about me? Six of Wands in reversed. Ace of Cups. Eight of Cups in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. If this is somebody from the past, like if this is like a past person, this may be somebody who is trying to avoid any unwanted attention, but wants to offer you something nonetheless, but for some reason doesn't want to draw attention to this scenario. The Eight of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, it just makes me feel like he's feeling like there's a bit of a delay in regards to coming back to this if this is a past person, okay? Um if this is somebody new, he may feel like eh, eh, there may be a sense of entitlement here or feeling like he deserves something better than he thinks he does. This can also be where he feels like you don't praise him like other people, or you don't give him that big pat on the back for some reason, or once again, it can be that sense of entitlement. But I feel like there's emotions here, but with that Eight of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse, I don't know if he feels like he's settling or he doesn't like the fact that you're acting like you're settling in some way. So there can be something around that. What a weird reading that was. Sorry, Playboy. I hope that made sense. Vanessa Williams ×1. Hey, girl. Hi, Violetta. Would like to know if Leo is lurking. I would say yes with the Justice energy there. I think he's minding his P's and Q's, though. I think he's trying to stay balanced. I think he's trying to make the decision. But do I feel like he's lurking? Probably. That's Libra. Libra is Venusian energy. It's about relationships. So I would say yes. His feelings towards you, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse. So if he's been waiting for you to text him or decide something or call him or something like that, he could be frustrated if you haven't, or if you haven't pursued him in the way he was maybe expecting. And with that Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that can make him feel some kind of way, like make him feel some form of insecurity or something like that. Or he may feel this need to prove something to you, whether that's through lack of communication or actually physically prove something to you in the 3D. Next actions, the Star in reverse. Not a lot of hope here. Not really looking to the future. If anything, probably, holding on to pride. You think of the Star in reverse. The Star is Aquarian energy. So I'm thinking of like the lackluster side of Leo, right? Where it's pride and things like that. So let's see. Vanessa, why is Cancer holding back at this time? The Six of Pentacles. He's giving to something. The Three of Cups. He's either giving to a reconciliation or he's giving to friends. I want to show you. Six of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. He could be like going out, hanging out with friends, spending money, and doing those kinds of things. Temperance. Looks like he's trying to find some balance in his life and some peace in his life, if anything. I feel like he's looking for support from people, like groups, communities, friends, like I said before. Okay. Why else is he holding back? Seven of Cups in reverse. It seems like he is trying to be honest with himself about something. Like he's trying to keep it real with himself. He's trying to be honest with himself. He's trying to be realistic. He's trying to take any rose-colored glasses potentially. It seems like there was something in his life where maybe he was feeding into some level of debauchery or obsessiveness in some kind of way, because that can also be the Seven of Cups in the upright. And now it's like he's kind of trying to come out of that and like get his, I don't want to say his life back together, but get his like emotions back in check or something like that. Let's see his feelings for you right now. The Death in reverse, the Lovers in reverse. He hasn't let go of you, but he also hasn't decided, or he hasn't let go of you, but he also is not connecting with you. And this can be because of a miscommunication. This can be because he feels like there's some kind of unrequited love, or it can be because he feels like you have somebody else, or I don't know if you like look through your phone, or I don't know what's going on, but this can also be like there's not a proper foundation here, you know. I need to rethink this. But he's also not letting go of you. Gemini energy, I need another one. Gemini and House 9. Wow, these are quite literally opposites. I say that because Gemini is the home, or Gemini's home is the third house, and then House 9 is Sagittarius. They're opposing houses. So maybe needing to find balance between the details in the situation based around the big picture. So what I mean by that, do the details match up for where you see yourself going, or do the small details about this person or the conversations or the facts that you know about this person, do they fall into the philosophy of your life or where you see your life going in regards to big picture stuff? Yeah, that's what I feel like. What the hell is that damn noise? All right. Thank you, Vanessa. Now we got Lee. One more question, babe. Is he willing to work it out through long distance? I don't think he's gonna. Queen of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse tells me that trust issues are so strong within this dynamic, or at least he may feel like there are, that it's almost like he is looking at this like, why even put in the effort? You know, why even put in the effort? The trust is gone. So I don't know why he feels that way. But that's what I got for you guys. I do want to, you know, for the people that are still here, please keep in mind that if you guys get bored, or if you guys, you know, think of a super chat later or something like that, I do pay per minute on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. So if you have another question or you want to talk to me, whether it's a video call, phone call, or text message or whatever, you can always reach me at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. Please keep that in mind. You can also book readings from there, pre-recorded, etc. So you can just click that link in the description box below. Let me answer this last super chat because I can't leave my boy Top Flight hanging here. Got one more question. The first one hit. Will I meet anyone this year in love? I've been trying to do these apps, but it's not the move. I'm very much against dating apps. Like, if I were to join a dating app, it would have to be something where there's like a big fee that you have to pay in order to get in there, where people like take it serious. You know what I mean? Where there's like a big personality match thing, and you know what I mean? Let me see. But that's just my opinion. I know you're not calling. I know you're not asking for my personal opinion. I know you're asking me to pull cards, but that is my opinion. What's up, Meg? It's nice to see you. Thank you. I love your face too. Let's see. Is he going to meet anyone in 2025 love-wise? It's gonna be work, but it'll be an Empress. And the Empress, in my opinion, is always worth the effort. The Empress is the creme de la creme. She is the queen of all queens. But that Knight of Pentacles in reverse tells me that this particular Empress that you meet in 2025, she's probably very beautiful. So she's probably going to be worth it to you. And I'm talking about like your type, okay? Now, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse tells me that this person probably isn't going to really lift a big finger. Like, you know, and I feel like that Empress there as well, very feminine. So somebody who's not going to chase you down, you know, they're not going to be blowing up your phone. They're very creative. They're very beautiful. They focused on the luxuries of life. They focus on very much taking care of themselves. And this person probably has children or probably is a motherly kind of person. If there are fears that have been holding you back, you need to dead those. Those are done. You can't bring those into 2025. I'm sorry. Whatever those things are, you can't bring those into 2025. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Okay. Like sometimes you got to risk the loss. Okay. Sometimes you got to risk it. If you never risk anything, you're really never going to move forward, unfortunately. You know, doesn't mean don't take a calculated risk, but sometimes you just got to go for it. But I asked for advice for you. So this can be telling you that it feels like it's telling you to take a risk with something. Or if you've been holding back too much, once again, I'm getting that Four of Wands in reverse energy. Like if you've been holding back too much, I feel like you're cutting yourself off at the knees. Some kind of insecurity. You're afraid to lose. You're afraid to fail. Guess what? If you failed, you've already won. Everybody who is anything fucking failed. Literally everybody. Everybody. They screwed up, they stuttered, they messed up, they blew it, you know, and then you get back on that horse and you try again. You know what I mean? All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I love you. Please have a wonderful night. Rick, Lori, Complexity. Love you guys to pieces. Thank you so much. And as always, follow me on hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.